Hello, history students. Welcome to the party of the century, held at the house of Mr. J.P. Morgan, one of the most successful businessmen of the Industrial Revolution. It's toward the end of 1900, and Andrew Carnegie has agreed to sell his company, Carnegie Steel, to J.P. Morgan for $480 million. This deal would make J.P. Morgan's new company, U.S. Steel, the largest company in the world. It would be the first one worth more than $1 billion. It's at this party that Morgan will formally present Carnegie with the golden key that opens the bank vault where the $480 million is stored. At the start of the party, Carnegie and Morgan locked the golden key in an upstairs safe where it will stay until the presentation ceremony. But there's foul play afoot. Everybody at the party has their own agenda, their own reasons for attending, their own secrets, and other secrets they are keeping. And it seems like anybody who is anybody is here. There's Thomas Bailey Aldrich, who wrote a famous poem condemning immigration. Levi Strauss, who immigrated to the U.S. but has already built up a huge blue jean business in San Francisco. The bodybuilder Charles Atlas, who was born in Italy, and that creepy Bela Lugosi, who plays monsters in silent films. We are going to role play the party of the century. Who knows what could happen? Okay, now there are a few more guests that we need to announce so that you will know who is invited to the party. So who have I missed? Andrew Carnegie, owner of Carnegie Steel. Mr. Carnegie is a very rich man, and today will become richer when he accepts the golden key from J.P. Morgan. And he seals the deal to sell Carnegie Steel for $480 million. Samuel Gompers, president of the American Federation of Labor. Mr. Gompers fights big business for the rights of workers. Charles Atlas recently arrived from Italy. Mr. Atlas is a world-renowned bodybuilder. He has difficulty carrying on a conversation without flexing his muscles. J.P. Morgan, the leader of the Industrial Revolution. He's been buying up many other companies, and with this deal, he will create U.S. Steel, the first company in the world worth more than $1 billion. Bela Lugosi. Most people think Mr. Lugosi should try harder to leave his famous monster characters in the movies. He frightens small children. Levi Strauss. Though he has only been in the country a short while, Mr. Strauss has built quite a business selling jeans in San Francisco. He's very active in the Jewish immigrant community. Lucy Parsons, a crusader for workers' rights. Ms. Parsons is a fiery union organizer. She won't back down from a fight with big business. Miss Margaret Carnegie, 6-year-old daughter of Andrew Carnegie. She's never been allowed to stay up this late before. Inspector Jones. At such an important event, the inspector is there to ensure that everything goes smoothly, especially with all these suspicious immigrants around. Father Edward Flanagan. Father Flanagan plans to emigrate from Ireland and start something called Boys Town, where struggling children and orphans can always find a home. Pian Ma is a butler in the Carnegie household. He originally came to this country from China as an indentured servant to work on the railroads out west. And Thomas Bailey Aldrich, the famous poet who wrote that poem, Unguarded Gates, which many feel is unfair and mean to immigrants. Some people also agree with him. So let's get started. Hello, boys and girls. I am Inspector Jones. That is what I am. That is who I am. The most important event at this party is the presentation of the golden key. The golden key. When J.P. Morgan gives the key to Andrew Carnegie, they will seal the deal to sell Carnegie Steel to Mr. J.P. Morgan for $480 million. Unfortunately, when Mr. Morgan goes to get the key from his upstairs safe, you saw the safe. He goes to get the key from the safe. The key is missing. Here are the facts. Fact number 1. You might want to write this down. The safe was locked at the beginning of the party. And it was locked when Mr. Morgan went to get the key at the end of the party. Number 2. The key was in the safe at the beginning of the party, and it's not there now. Fact number 3. There are many books lying around on the floor of the study where the wall safe is kept. And fact number 4. As far as you know now, there were no witnesses to the crime other than Mr. Morgan's pet bird. Yes. As investigators, it is our job to answer 4 questions. Here are the 4 questions. How did the safe get unlocked? Let's write it down. No, maybe not. How did the safe get unlocked? Question 2. Who stole the key and how did he or she do it? Who stole the key and how did he or she do it? Question number 3. Why did he or she steal the key? And finally, number 4, why did he or she relock the safe? Those are the 4 questions you answer. And when you've answered these 4 questions, how did the safe get unlocked? Who stole the key and how did he or she do it? Why did he or she steal the key? Why did he or she relock the safe? When you find out the answers, you will have solved the mystery of the stolen key and maybe the whole Industrial Revolution. Now, if you are a player in this mystery, you must find information on your person, and you must send us clues, and you must answer any questions that we ask. So here is my first question as Inspector Jones. My question goes to Andrew Carnegie. Tell me, Andrew, who would want to stop the sale of your company. So, Andrew, you must join the game and answer my question. Good luck with solving the mystery.